Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to pay the American Express card that your director or principal uses. And I'm going to start by selecting the path that is needed. Before we get to the expense report screen, we need to select the employee that we're going to be working with. You can search by employee ID or by their last name. And now we are in the expense report screen, and as you can tell, it's the same screen we used to pull in a travel authorization. But in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to pay the American Express. Go ahead and click on My Wallet, and here you're going to see all the transactions that need to be paid. Okay, you may choose to select one or multiple transactions at a time, but it's best if you select transactions that are going to be paid out of the same account. This way you can default the account for the entire expense report. However, you may choose to select multiple transactions even if they're not going to be paid out of the same account. Just keep in mind that by doing so you will no longer be able to default the account for the entire expense report, and I can get into a little bit more details for that in a bit. Also, I'd like to take a moment and talk about negative balances, which are credits being made to the American Express card. It's important that you select and process all credits the same way you would a purchase. You can choose to select the credit for a purchase that was canceled along with the original purchase if they happen to both be listed. I'm going to go ahead and select a transaction. Once you've selected the transaction or transactions you wish to pay, you will see the expense or expenses listed down below. Now, I'd like to take a moment and talk about this attachment link. This is where you will attach all receipts turned in by your principal or your director. Remember that it's very important and necessary that you collect, scan, and save all receipts prior to starting your expense report. Okay, now I'm going to fill out a few fields on the top and in the bottom section. I'm going to select business purpose and fill in my description and my location. And your location for both the top and the bottom fields can be Bakersfield. Your description for both fields can also be AMEX. Okay, now I'm going to explain how to add your account or your accounts that you'll be using to pay for expenses. If you'll be paying for one transaction, all you need to do is click down here on accounting details and enter your account information. That's if you just chose to pay one expense. If you chose multiple expenses and you know they're going to be paid out of the same account, you can choose to default the account that you're paying from. Just come up to Actions and select Default Accounting for Report and click on Go, and you'll enter your account number here. Once you're finished, you click OK, and the account will default for all of the expenses that you're going to be paying for. Now, if you selected multiple transactions that will not be paid out of the same account, you need to enter the account for each expense individually. Remember, you can no longer choose to default the account for the entire expense report. That's why I mentioned earlier that it's best if you select accounts that will be paid out of the same account. Okay, so now you're ready to submit your expense report. So go ahead and click on Summary and Submit. Once you're here, if you feel that you have to go back and make any changes, simply click on Expense Details and it'll bring you back to the expense report screen. You can also choose to save your work for later by clicking on Save for Later. Once you're ready to submit your expense report, go ahead and check this box to certify that all of your expenses are accurate. Finally, click on Submit Expense Report. By doing so, you have successfully submitted an expense report and you have paid for purchases made with the American Express card. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching.